Hello and welcome back to TFE with your hosts, Dan and Danny.
Ba-da-dum-dum-dum. Hello. Ba-da-dum.
How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm having a wonderful time.
That's good. It's good to be in a
Is it?
wonderful time. That didn't work out well, did it? That worked. Oh, God. Okay, I'm having a day where I can't talk, which seems to be very often on this podcast.
And it's real helpful for a podcast.
Yes. I'm sorry, but it's why you're here.
About 10 minutes ago, Dad had a power cut.
I did.
And we almost lost all the audio.
Almost, but we didn't actually
That's
start
a lie.
recording.
We didn't even start.
We could have. What have we done this
I've
week
had-
anyway?
I've done surprisingly a lot of watching stuff. I have watched all of My Name is Earl finally, so if you have been listening to the last couple episodes of TFEs, I have been slowly making my way through all of My Name is Earl, because it's on Disney Plus.
And are you still disappointed that it ended on a cliffhanger?
Well, yes and no, because I have recently looked up what the supposed ending was meant to be. And apparently, he was never going to finish the list. He was going to find out that a bunch of other people had started doing lists, and he was struggling to do a list item. And so once he found out that other people were doing lists, he realized that he's finally put enough good back in the world, and he can finally start enjoying his life again.
Oh, right.
So,
I mean,
in
I've
a
never
way-
watched this show, so I don't really know what's about.
I'd recommend it. It's a good show. It's still surprisingly relevant, even though it came out in 2005 and finished in 2009.
Fair
like,
enough.
it's got heavy, acceptance of all, races, genders, fucking, what's the word? People. Just people
Equality?
in general. No, I was thinking of, job titles, but I can't remember fucking whatever. But it's a very interesting show to go back to, because it's, surprisingly, informative, because it's, trying to show the bad things that people do and that people can change and fix themselves. So,
I suppose that's nice, progressive attitude to have.
yeah, and it's just generally quite fun to watch. I'm generally surprised how good it is still. Speaking of things that are good, I've also finished Invincible Season 1, and fuck my god, it's good.
I need to start it.
You do. Trust me. Watch the first episode. If you're not hooked on the first episode, I don't know what's wrong with you. You're insane. And watch the last episode. And if you don't enjoy that, I can't help you. You're fucking crazy.
I watched the first 5 minutes, but then I got bored and stopped watching.
Watch till the end of the first episode. And if you are not hooked at the end of that, then I don't know what's wrong with you.
My running theme of watching for 5 minutes, get bored and stop watching.
Yes. Ignore all of the stuff that's meant to be there to build up, and rather than just have 30... That's probably why you like The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, because it starts on the first episode with just action.
Yeah, that's true to be fair.
And then it slows down, whereas this slows down at the beginning and ramps up at the end.
Yeah, I like a show that kind of starts with an action piece and slows down a little bit.
Well, this is a character.
Saying
study,
that,
Dan.
I'm pretty sure Invincible starts with an action scene.
Yeah, but it's an attack on the White House, and who gives a shit about
Yeah,
that?
exactly. Nobody cares about that.
But the security guard at the beginning of it is John Hamm, the Madman, which is just goes to show you the caliber of celebrity that is in the show.
Yes.
Because they can waste John Hamm on a security guard that returns for one other episode.
Well, I see
a
you've also watched Mortal Kombat this week.
Yep. It's okay.
It's just okay.
Yeah, it's not really worth that much. It was... I couldn't... Because it's not out in the UK. That's got a release date. That's coming out the 6th of May. So I could have waited a couple days.
What's it
but I
coming
was
to?
No fucking clue, but it's coming to the UK on the 6th, so... But, no, I ended up pirating it, because I was just I don't really ever intend to pay for this. I think it's going to be just paying to watch, Godzilla vs. Kong was. I did pay for that one. That was because I was actually pumped for that one. Mortal Kombat was just it doesn't look that good to me. The deaths are interesting, but the story's meh. There's good stuff in it, but it's a video game movie. They're always just kind of naff.
Yeah, I don't think there's ever been a good video game movie.
I liked Assassin's Creed and the new Tomb Raider.
But was it actually a really good film, or was it just alright?
Well, Tomb Raider was just the first game.
Right, yeah.
And I liked that. So, and then Assassin's Creed, everyone hated, but I enjoyed just because it was Michael Fassbender just doing goofy shit in an animus that throws him around whilst he tries to be an assassin. I don't know why.
Well, apparently Mortal Kombat will cost £16 to rent in the UK, and it will not be on any streaming service as for free.
Yeah. So, fuck you if you're not American and have HBO, essentially. But I did pay for Godzilla vs. Kong, and that was 16 quid, so I was like, well, I could have. But
Monkey versus Lizard, your best time.
Big Monkey versus Big Lizard, Dan. It's the best fight ever.
Yes.
Who cares about the human characters? Mortal Kombat just had human characters and weird gods who tried to drain people's soul. Never actually played it. I've played maybe 1 or 2 of the Mortal Kombats. I'm not the
played
biggest...
Injustice.
Yeah. The same people who did that. But yeah, I knew most of the characters. I just thought a lot of them who got added into it were like, eh. I think the main dude isn't even a character. I think they just created him for the movie.
That is kind of stupid.
Yeah, and he's not very interesting. So I liked Kano, the guy who can shoot lasers out of his eyes and is Australian. He's just insane. I won't spoil what happens with him and whatnot, but it was fun. I liked Sonya. I think everyone else was kind of meh. Yeah, I had an okay time with it. Not the best, not the worst, but it was just kind of average.
I probably won't pay to see it. However,
I didn't.
When I watch it, when it comes free, then I'll watch it.
Dan, you can always watch it free when you find dark corners of the web.
Nah, I'm a law-abiding citizen.
Well, if you want something for free that is actually surprisingly fucking great, The Mitchells vs. the Machines, which is on Netflix, was meant to be a cinema release movie made by the same people who did Spider-Verse. It's about a family who go on a road trip to take their daughter to college or university. I can't remember which one, but they've had like a tense relationship because they're kind of weird. All of them have like unique weirdities about them, and then they're all like, the dad's a paranoid hunter sort of person who hates technology, and then the end of the world essentially where tech comes raining down and tries to wipe out humanity. But it's genuinely...
It sounds like such chaos.
It is. From the very first moment of the film, it is chaos, but it is fucking incredible. It's like got heart, it's got funny, it's got great characters. It's just every like plot point actually leads to something. It's got a commentary on how tech's like not great, or like it can be good, but if it's used wrong, it isn't. Like everything about it is just great.
Fair enough. I mean, again,
and you can watch it on Netflix, so do it.
Well, after my exams, I might actually watch it.
Yeah, generally a very fun fucking movie. And I watched that last night, and I got to about 1 a.m, and I decided I'll just fucking watch it, and here I am talking about it, and I was just like, fuck, that's great.
That's good.
Had me tearing up in moments because of heartfelt moments.
You actually teared up?
Yeah,
oh
surprisingly.
God, I'm shocked.
Yeah. The only other movie I've done that. No, I cried at Iron Man's death in Endgame. But that's 10 years of build up to a character that I love deeply. And I almost cried in Infinity War when he gets stabbed. So, you know.
You're like, no, please don't do this.
Pretty much. And then, speaking of Avengers, Marvel's Avengers Assembled updated their list of episodes to include the making of the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. So I just watched some of the behind-the-scenes stuff on that.
Was there anything interesting?
A lot of the canyon scene they filmed practically.
Oh wow!
And then they intersliced the CGI with the real stuff. So like Anthony Mackie's face and stuff is all his face, and they just slapped over the CGI. His Captain America suit, they digitally removed any folding around the neckline, so that the suit looks streamlined and slick, because you can't physically make that suit not fold when you turn your head. So they're always like bits of the fabric stuck out, so they just digitally CGI'd that so it's stuck to his neckline. I
didn't notice it, so...
Yeah. The entire sequence where they're on the trucks is CGI.
All of it?
Most of it. Like, the actual people there are fighting, but they're on, like, rigs. But the whole entire background is CGI.
I can understand that. It is a bit of a mad sequence.
Yeah. It took fucking months for them to plan it. The locations, they had to stop filming because of earthquakes.
Oh, really?
They pulled out, and then the earthquakes delayed it. Then, they came back, and then as they came back, COVID hit. So they ended up pulling everyone back again. and then they had to slowly bring everyone to do the recordings and stuff like that. But yeah, interesting if you want to know about the behind the scenes stuff like that. But yeah, that's all I've been watching.
Well,
do you want to talk about what we've been playing?
Yeah, well, this week I've watched absolutely nothing, but we managed to have a session over Rocket League the night before recording this, and I think it was pretty fun. It was quite enjoyable.
Yeah, I haven't played with you on Rocket League since you were shit. So.
Yeah, did you notice I'm a lot better now?
Oh, no, it was still, yeah. I'm
okay at the game now.
You can score goals, which is good.
No, I can defend against goals. I can't score them.
Yeah, true. My play style on Rocket League is just to have fun, and I don't care about anything. So
yeah, when I was playing against
I'm chaotic in that game.
Yeah, you just kept ramming me. I was like, get off me, man.
I rammed anyone.
I know, it's annoying. Get off.
I just hit I just go for whatever. I'm just like a chaotic neutral. I hit my own teammates. I'm just like, well, fuck it. If I have to go for anything, I'll fucking hit anything.
Yeah.
But I scored some good goals. You scored some goals. Our other friends scored some goals. We were trying to do 4v4s, but Rocket League at the moment's broken where the private matchmaking puts you with other people, even though your full lobby is filled with your friends, and then just doesn't work.
Yeah.
And then you have to play with randoms for some odd reason until all those randoms leave, and then your lobby is finally just you and your friends, but then random people can still just join.
I think the issue's mainly on PS4, because when I was hosting, it was fine.
And let's get into the news, Dan.
Yes. Let's start off with, why does this exist? So we've actually got 2 topics this week for questioning its existence in the universe.
Yep. The first one is, why does the Oscars exist, Dan?
Money.
No, because they're losing viewerships.
Oh,
every
really?
year.
Oh, that's good. Get rid of the Oscars. It's all a pay for Oscars nowadays.
I think this is the first time they've dipped below 10 million viewers, and it's just been going down progressively since 2014. So.
Very true. But apparently Chadwick Boseman gets an NFT tribute in the Oscars, normally with gift bags.
Yeah, and they also did a weird thing where they because Best Picture normally goes last, but they moved the order around so that Best Actor was last, and then they were building it up as to look like Chadwick Boseman was going to get the award for Best Actor, because it was like a load of, they kept cutting to his family and all of that during the...
Right, yeah.
And everyone was like, well, that was well-deserved. And then they gave it to Anthony Hopkins.
For what? What did he do?
I can't remember the movie he's in, but he plays like a dementia-riddled old man. So it's just Anthony Hopkins. But he, in his acceptance speech like a day later, because he wasn't there because he's old and he doesn't want to be in person, and they were like, you can't zoom in or anything. So he did a video like the next day, and he was like, well, in honor of Chadwick Boseman and whatever, he was a great actor, so at least Chadwick Boseman got mentioned.
Yeah, so what was this NFT thing?
So it's just a digital, like, gold bust of his face.
Right.
And it's just to immortalize an artist. It is an honor. It is to honor them with art. I was tasked with to create a tribute NFT for Chadwick Boseman for the Oscars. Bringing this piece to life has been one of the most challenging and rewarding experiences. So it's just a video like of Chadwick Boseman's face in gold with some leaves and some like an archway. But it's like, why? This seems really disrespectful to me. But it came in a gift bag. So everyone who got the gift bag at the Oscars got a Chadwick Boseman NFT.
So the rich get richer?
No, I don't think they can sell it. So.
Oh, I thought at one point NFTs you could sell it to someone else, but then...
Oh, if you want a chance to own this NFT, you can check out the auction on Variable starting Sunday and running until Tuesday the 27th. So you can buy it.
Good old NFTs.
Yeah, so... Why?
And why? Probably because they wanted to respect him, but not enough to give him an Oscar.
True. Why would you give a black man an Oscar?
Okay. Secondly, on the list, have you heard of the company Brewdog?
No.
Well, Brewdog is a beer manufacturer in the UK, and they just released World's Strongest Beer. And the reason why it's
Does
really
it have arms
stupid...
and lifts?
What'd you say?
Does it have arms so it can lift?
Not that strong. It's got strong alcohol content. So this beer has a 57.8% alcohol, which is like more than the spirit. But why it's stupid is it's like, what? It's 30 quid to buy, but it's for 40 millilitres.
40 mil.
Less than 2 shots.
This is 50 ml. This is a
Hand
hand
sanitizer?
sanitizer bottle, and this is 50 ml. And I reckon I can get some good alcohol out of that, so I can drink this if I want to.
My point is, it's 30 quid for less than 2 shots.
Yeah, but it's what is its percentage? 57. So it's 115.6. Nope. Yes.
What are you working out here?
I don't know. It's 57%. I don't know. It's just doubling. I don't know how much the.
Why are you doubling it?
I don't know. Because I was like, you said 2 shots. I was like, double 57.8.
That's not how that works.
Yeah, I know.
It's a percentage.
I don't do alcohol. So.
No, neither do I. But would you spend 30 quid for any drink that's only 40 millilitres?
Well, I bought hand sanitizer.
How much was that?
50. I don't know. £1.
Exactly. It's a ridiculous amount of money.
Yeah, but this only has alcohol.
A lot more than that.
This has
70% should be.
alcohol, dinat, aqua, glycerin, and other chemicals to kill bacteria. 1 strength in numbers, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. What? I don't get any of that. Why is it in ice? Why is the photo of it in ice?
Nobody knows.
Is that how it comes? You just get a block of ice and you have to crack it open?
I mean, I expect
And then if you accidentally get your hammer and then smash it and you smash through the glass, then you're like, oh, fuck.
Oh, for 30 quid, I'm expecting quite a lot.
I'd be fucking happy if it came in ice, not glass.
Well, maybe if it was 30 quid, maybe it should, but I don't know. I think it seems pretty stupid to me. But the bad thing is, it's sold out instantly.
Ah, damn it. I wanted to get some.
However, I think it is coming back, but it did sell out instantly.
Well, Dan, if we ever start a Patreon, one of our goals will be someone can pay 30 quid, and then we'll buy it, and then we'll have 2 shots when we finally meet up in person after all of this bullshit happened.
Yeah, maybe. But I don't like beer.
Neither do I. I don't like shots. I don't like any alcohol.
Well, we need a Patreon, people, so you can pay for us to drink this beer that we don't want to drink.
Oh, is it beer? It's not like a shot or
No, it's
vodka.
beer. It's 57.8% beer.
How do they make it? What's like normal beer quantity? Like 10?
4%.
Oh, that's big.
Yeah.
That's almost 10 times. That's 11 times or something like that.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot more.
Fair enough.
Yeah, so, if you get a drink, I mean, imagine if there's a whole can of beer that strong. You would get pissed so quickly.
Alright, well, that exists.
It does exist. We don't know why it exists. But we know what does exist is streaming that movie news into my head.
Dun dun ba-dum, ba-dum, bum,
And then we're going to start off with some trailers that came out this week. The first one we're going to talk about is West Side Story. So Steven Spielberg is bringing the classic musical into the 21st century.
Yep. I guess I've never watched it. Never.
Neither do I.
Considering I've watched Cats, I may watch this. I don't know why.
In my eyes, it looks terrible. I believe it's to do like 2 rival gangs and lovers or something.
Yeah, there's one shot that I like when they're all walking together and then all their shadows intercross. I like that shot.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
It's like in the middle.
I don't think the story interests me that much.
I don't even know what the story is. It's just people like lovers. It tells the classic tale of a fierce rivalries and young love in the 1957 New York. This reimagining of the beloved musical stars Ansel Elgort, Rachel Ziegler, playing Tony and Maria, a bunch of other famous people, bringing together the best of both Broadway and Hollywood. The film's creative team includes a bunch of people. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure musical people are excited about this. Steven Spielberg's a good director, so although I haven't liked most of his stuff recently. Well, supposedly it's been come from Fox, so Disney. Oh, that'll come to Disney Plus.
Yeah, will do. I imagine
I might ever watch it.
It's part.
I still haven't watched Hamilton, and that's on Disney Plus.
Yeah, I imagine it's part of their contract. They must release this film.
Probably. I think everything that was filmed or in production has to be released to cinemas.
And it has to be under 20th century banner.
Yeah, and then anything after that. I think anything that got like greenlit after the Disney acquisition can do whatever the fuck they want with it. But anything before that acquisition,
yeah, I mean, it makes sense.
That was
part of the
skinny,
deal.
unless they cancelled it. So
yeah,
like Gambit.
Well,
we were meant to get a Gambit
from a trailer we don't really care about. The trailer you are hyped about.
Fucking love Castlevania Season 4. The only reason I have a Netflix subscription. As soon as they cancel, I am deleting.
So I have never seen Castlevania before, but that trailer made me interested.
Well, the thing about Castlevania is that it's very weird in terms of season. Because the first season is 4 episodes.
Right.
And they're 20-minute episodes. Or 25 minutes, I think. So you can crack it out in about a day. Well, not a day. About 2 hours. And then season 2 is 8 episodes.
All right.
So you can... And they're about 25-minute episodes as well. So you can crack out the entire first 2 seasons in about 6 hours. And then season 3 is 12 episodes.
Okay, getting longer.
So the entirety of the thing is about 12 hours long. I don't know how many episodes season 4 is, but if they're going by the numbers that they're increasing slowly, I reckon they'll either do 12 again, or they might do 16.
Which you'd be happy about, I imagine.
I'd be fucking pumped. I love this show. Like, I didn't sign up for Netflix, but as soon as I watched it on Netflix, I was like, if they ever cancel this, I am cancelling my subscription. So...
I mean, it's not my favorite type of animation.
See, I was a bit hesitant on the animation when I first saw the trailers, but then it grows on me, and I like it now. It's just nice. I like the style.
Yeah.
I don't know how to describe it, really, but it's just...
very cut, very low frames per second.
Yeah, and the people's faces look real ugly.
Yeah, to
except for the mains. Anyone who's not a main lead looks ugly as fuck, and I don't know because it's medieval times and they're just disgusting peasants and stuff like that. And I'm just
well, it seems a lot of fast movement, but very choppy. Very it's a very slow frames per second.
Yeah, but if anyone who has watched season 3, it ends on a big old cliffhanger with what all the characters are going to be doing. And honestly, I've loved every season. I think it's just one of the greatest TV shows out there.
Season 4 is 10 episodes.
Ooh, okay. So shorter than season 3. Oh, I'm happy with whatever, as long as it's good. But I just want more. I just love, and it's just going to be good. Hope.
Well, from one animated show to another, there's been a Rick and Morty trailer released, which I know you're not a biggest fan of.
Never watched it, never will.
You just hate the
trailer.
Base.
I hate the fan base, but I don't really like the comedy in the show. I watched the trailer for it, and I was just like, none of this looks funny to me.
I've never laughed out loud with Rick and Morty, but I do enjoy it.
I just don't think I'm intrigued by any of it.
I like sci-fi stuff. Although I would still say that Solar Opposites, I think, is better than Rick and Morty.
Still need to watch that.
Yeah, I like Solar Opposites. It's pretty good.
Is season 2 out yet? Or is that
yeah, because season 1 and season 2 are getting released straight away, one after the other. It's 8 episodes a season, so 16 episodes in total, and they're about 25 minutes an episode.
Is it all out yet, or is it slowly making
It's slowly coming out, yeah. I think season 2, episode 3 just dropped, so 5 more weeks.
I'll probably watch it once it's all out, because I'm just I don't really know if I want to watch it when it's week to week. It's not something that will probably hold my interest, and then I'll go back to. I'll just probably watch it when it's all out.
Yeah.
Because it's not like a Falcon and the Winter Soldier and Invincible, where it comes out week to week, and I'm like, I am hooked.
No, it's much more casual, but I much more prefer the comedy actually in Solar Opposites. However, I do enjoy kind of aspects of Rick and Morty. It kind of just chaos, the pure and utter chaos of it. I think this trailer, they've got them kind of Power Rangers things. You kind of also get more engrossed with the characters, Rick and Morty as well. Not the Rick and Morty. I'm on about the two parents and the sister.
Yeah, see, I've seen everyone say that. Well, I know that you're not meant to like Rick because he's an asshole, and you're not meant to actually like that character. But then a lot of people do like that character for the wrong reasons, and I'm just like, well, you don't get what the show's trying to say, but you claim you do. So
No. I do get what it's about. He's just a completely awful person.
Yeah, but some people don't see that, Dan. They see him as an icon and love him and want him to be their daddy.
No, I don't want that. He's an awful man. Season 4 ended on a great kind of cliffhanger of just him being the worst person in the world. And I wanted to see how that's resolved. I've just been
distracted by Twitch because I opened Twitch and then the recommended channels are both people in two channels are in bikinis and on a hot tub, and I think Twitch has had a thing with hot tub streams for some odd reason. And my brain just switched. Yeah, my brain just kind of switched for no real reason.
And then the last trailer to come out is The Wrath of Man has released another trailer.
Yeah, so this is Guy Ritchie and Jason Statham teaming up once again because they did another movie. I can't remember the name off the top of my head. I think it was Two Guns and a Barrel. Fuck. I don't know what it is.
Lock, Stock, and Two
Smoking Barrels. There we go. Thank you. And And so, yeah, I've liked the last couple Guy Ritchie movies that he's released. The Man from U.N.C.L.E. I really enjoyed, and The Gentleman I fucking love.
Yeah, one of your favorite films, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely up there. It's definitely in my top 20. I can't remember. I don't know where our exact place is. That always moves around, except for the number one spot.
I mean, the trailer definitely seems very Guy Ritchie.
Yeah. It's Jason Statham. I think he gets killed and then comes back, and then
yeah. So I'm kind of interested about that.
And then he has a hunting down of the person who maybe killed him. So
yeah, of course it's R-rated, a lot of blood, a lot of swearing.
I like the action; it looks good. It's just Jason Statham casually walking through and shooting people.
Yeah, and
no one has a chance against him. It's like a John Wick.
I mean, it might be quite good. I think I'll watch it. It comes out in December, I believe. Hopefully cinemas will be open.
Yep, hopefully. Yeah, I'll probably go watch this if everything's open.
Yes. And let's move on to some casting news. So, there's been a casting of
Taika Waititi has been cast in a Blackbeard TV show for HBO Max.
Thank you, because I could not make sense of that title.
Yeah, it's a bit weird. It literally just came out today. So yeah, he's the guy from Thor Ragnarok. You might recognize him as Korg, as the voice of Korg, and the director. Yeah. Do you want a pamphlet? But yeah, he's also Hitler in Jojo Rabbit. But yeah, he's a really funny dude, really great director, and so I want to see what he's gonna be doing. Also, I think he's playing a role in Suicide Squad.
Yeah, he is. Yes.
Yeah.
He's such a great.
But yeah, so. Yeah, we're getting a Blackbeard TV show on HBO Max, so we'll never get to watch it. And it's a period comedy series. Our Flags Mean Death is the title, I think it is.
It says HBO Max.
Yeah.
Oh, it's always HBO Max.
Yeah, so we'll never get to watch it.
It might come to Sky Atlantic.
Maybe. It's loosely based on the true adventures of Steed Bonnet (Darby), a pampered aristocrat who abandoned his life of privilege to become a pirate. So
that sounds quite interesting.
Yeah, I mean Netflix had a pirate thing recently. I can't remember what that was called. It was like a documentary, something about pirates.
We're carrying on with HBO Max. Finn Wittrock has been cast in the Green Lantern series for HBO Max.
Yes, as Guy Gardner. So not any of the good Green Lanterns. The Guy Gardner is the douchebag Green Lantern.
I mean, I don't know how many there's going to be. Apparently, it's set in Earth 1941.
Apparently,
there's
not much known, but I want them to bring back Ryan Reynolds.
I mean, they might
be funny,
but I doubt it. I don't think he wants to.
I mean, if they paid him a shit ton of money, I'm sure he'd come back.
Maybe.
Get AT&T to buy out Mint Mobile and force him.
Good old Mint Mobile. Yeah. Ryan Reynolds seeing the scenes.
But yeah, I mean, I don't know this guy, the actor who, he's apparently from American Horror Story.
Have you ever seen American Horror Story?
No, I don't know even what that is.
You've not heard of it? It's on Netflix, I believe.
I've heard of it, but I don't know what the fuck it's about. All I know is, I can't remember who it is. Like
each season, I believe, is a different story, but it has the same actors.
Is Lady Gaga in one of the seasons?
I think she's in season 4 or season 5.
Okay, that's probably why I know. I've heard about it because I heard that Lady Gaga was in.
It's an interesting style of show. Like I said, each season is a different story, like completely different, not tied in the last one, completely different. Similar to Black Mirror, but Black Mirror's episode by episode.
Never watched Black Mirror.
Yeah, I'm not a great fan of it. It is.
Oh, it is on Netflix.
Yeah, it's on Netflix.
Okay, didn't know that was on Netflix.
What?
Sif Reddy, late night, in this reality show, an aspiring porn actor take hands-on how-to classes at school run by adult film star Rocco Silfredi. I don't know. It just came up when I typed. It just came up when I typed in American Horror Story.
Let's move on to some Marvel news. Morbius.
There's a film called MILF on Netflix.
Oh dear.
In the south of France, 3 best friends in their 40s navigate loss and heartbreak while embarking on steamy affairs with much younger men.
Oh dear.
There's a lot of easy. Oh, what the hell?
Well, let's go on to more movies. It's a MILFs, thanks for that one.
Netflix.
Alright.
Okay.
Morbius has been delayed by a week.
Yeah. So it's gonna come out next year, January 28th, 2022. But it was meant to come out January 21st. But it was also meant to come out this year and last year and other years.
They will never come out. But no, I'm actually looking forward to this one.
Really? Well, the only reason I'm interested is because I want to see how it ties into Spider-Man. Because it's got Michael Keaton's Vulture.
Yeah, Morbius is the vampire one, right? I remember.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's the Jared Leto one, so it's Jared Leto's Joker but vampire.
yeah. Apparently, it's Jared Leto, Matt Smith.
Oh, he's in it? I don't
Yeah,
know
Matt
that.
Smith's in it. Yeah. I think he's the villain.
How is he the villain?
Loxius
Isn't
Crown. Apparently.
Oh, wow. Vampire Man, not villain. Good to know.
Loxius Crown, known as Hunger, is a fictional character appearing in. Why am I reading that like that?
I don't know. I don't know why you read.
Apparently, he was a Hydra agent.
Oh, well, Hydra may be making a return in the MCU, so who knows?
Maybe. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I like Matt Smith as an actor.
I need to see it. Oh yeah, there has been a trailer. I was like, I need to see a trailer. I have watched a trailer.
I
That's how I know
think
Adrian
Matt Smith's
Toombs
in the
is.
trailer, was he?
Nah, maybe. I don't think so. Adrian Toombs is. That's why I'm interested. But otherwise, it just looks like a generic vampire movie.
I don't know. We'll wait and see. It might be quite good.
It's Sony. They have a history of not great.
Yeah, but
They're
Venom was
either
good.
really. Yeah, I like Venom. Venom was a lot of fun, but it's not a great movie. It's just a really dumb fun movie.
Yeah, but might see. Who knows?
I just like Tom Hardy. I think Tom Hardy sells that. If it didn't have Tom Hardy, it would have just been a real train wreck of a movie.
You better show the favourite actor of Jared Leto.
Yeah, my favorite. And speaking of favorites, Miss Marvel Iman Velani.
You're doing right. You're doing well.
I need to hear someone say it before I can start pronouncing it right. All I've ever seen is it written down. Has been seen in her costume for the first time as Miss Marvel.
So
it looks pretty comic accurate.
So people who don't know, Ms. Marvel is basically similar to Mr. Fantastic.
Yep, stretchy arms and stretchy body.
Yeah, basically exactly the same.
But not as stretchy as Mr. Fantastic. Mr. Fantastic is real stretchy, but she stretches just bigger. But
yeah, she
can
only half stretch. Just kind of weird.
Yeah. But yeah, it's she also looks up to Captain Marvel as like an icon.
Yeah, but that's kind of weird as a thing. Is Captain Marvel isn't really big in the Earth yet, really.
I don't know. I can't remember whether or not this one comes out before or after Captain Marvel 2.
I feel like it has to come after.
I hope so, because either that... Yeah, you'd have to do it before, right?
What do you mean?
Because then before, do it after Captain Marvel. Because then you could have her being in Captain Marvel, but not have either the costume or the... Well, she could probably have the powers, but not the costume. And then afterwards, she gets the costume because she's interacted with Captain Marvel.
No, I imagine what will happen is she'll just be a regular character in Captain Marvel, and then the end credit scene will see her getting the Terrigen crystal and turning into an Inhuman.
Maybe.
That was probably what will happen. And to be fair, they might tie it back into Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. because Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. has started up Inhumans.
Maybe.
They could just have her do a Terrigen crystal and be like, oh, she's now Inhuman.
They could reinstate the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. back into the MCU because they kind of disconnected it, and then they're doing Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. as a separate thing. I
mean, it can go quite a while. I don't know how comic accurate the character will be because Ms. Marvel is a very new character, only introduced in 2013.
Yeah, but she's in the video game.
Yeah, the whole video game is based
so
on
everyone's now sort of aware of her, even if they're not. Like, if you play video games and you like Marvel,
Yeah, but I just mean her origin story, they're quite free to do what they want with it.
I don't even remember what her origin story is in the game. I think it's just she has the powers already.
No, not in the Avengers game.
Yeah, she has the powers already.
No, she gets affected by the Terrigen crystal during A-Day.
Oh, right. Yeah, and then it's 5 years later. Man, I forgot that game. Do you know, that game fucking lost all my progress.
Then did it?
Yeah, because I went to play it on a PS5, because I was like, well, it was really slow on a PS4, so I'll try it on the PS5. And then it loads a lot faster. But I went to transfer over my saves, and it didn't have any. So I got quite far in that game, despite not playing it after that. And then I'm guessing during an update or something, they just went, well, he's not been playing it, so fuck it. We'll get rid of his saves. So when the new update for PS5 comes out, he won't have any save data to transfer over. So he has to go and play it all again. And I'm like, no.
No,
because I got kind of bored at the moment playing that game, and I don't want to have to go through all the same shit again to get to the end, because I still don't know how that game ends. I got to a couple missions before the end, and then I got pulled away from other stuff, and I had to do other things, and then I was going to return to it at some stage, and I tried to return to it, and then they stopped having all my saves, so I might not ever return. I might just look it up on YouTube to find out how it ends. How'd you like that, Square Enix?
Right, let's go on to some DC news. We've given Marvel too much love. Let's go to DC.
Did the DC news.
Never mind, we already talked about it. Move on.
Yeah, you jumped around because you wanted to get the HBO link in.
Well, no. It's because that the casting link you put up is you put a scroll wheel and you can scroll to it.
Oh, did I?
Yeah, that had like 50 castings in it, and I was like, oh, that's interesting to talk about. Let's talk about the Green Lantern one.
Oh, fair enough.
I didn't know that was on their bottom.
Yes. For just some random movie news and stuff like that, Elizabeth Banks is bringing the Flintstones sequel for adults to TV.
Cartoons, people. It's the way the industry's going.
Yep. So the Flintstones are gonna fuck.
Oh dear.
Pebbles and the other one.
Oh dear.
Are gonna be teenagers or a young adult. I don't remember. 16 plus, 18 plus.
Do you think this is gonna ruin the Flintstones?
I think the Flintstones ruined the Flintstones.
True.
I mean, yeah. Why not? Fuck it. Who cares?
Yeah.
Make the Flintstones fuck. The internet's already doing that anyway, so might as well make money off it.
And then some other news. Paddington 2 is apparently now the best movie on Rotten Tomatoes.
Yep. Beating Citizen Kane.
It's so stupid.
2 movies I've never watched. Apparently Paddington 2 is really good, though. I think the Paddington movies are apparently, really good. Really nice, sweet, wholesome movies.
Maybe.
But yeah, it's the same thing I've had the problem with for fucking ever on how movies are rated. Because it's Rotten Tomatoes. So Rotten Tomatoes rating system is a culmination of all reviews.
Yeah.
And
the rating system is,
way...
did you like it or not?
Yeah, it's would you recommend it?
Oh, would you recommend it, yeah.
A 60%, I think, is a fresh rating, which then, if every film, every review is 60%, and then they combine all of that, it's considered fresh. So as long as it's either fresh or not fresh, the culmination of all of that then gives the review score. So if everyone gave the film 60%, and 100 people did that, it would be 100% fresh.
Right, yeah.
But it's a 60% across everyone. So it's a 60% film, but because it's fresh or not fresh, it becomes 100% fresh. That's why, DC films get tanked, because people go 50%, which isn't fresh. Or 59%, which isn't fresh. So it just drags all the review score down. People can be middle of the road, and it just skyrocket. It's like why Shrek and everything's really high, and Avengers movies and Marvel movies get really high, because people think they're pretty average, but they score 60% or higher. I think the lowest Marvel movie is 70%.
Yeah, so, I think I prefer IMDb's rating score, which is actually everyone gives it a 5-star rating, and then you can see that being just an average.
Yeah.
And then you can see everyone's review if you wanted to.
Yeah, Rotten Tomatoes is dumb, and it's either fresh or not fresh, and the percentages doesn't matter, so it's not a 60% fresh movie, it's just a fresh movie, and it gets 100% because everyone has given it fresh.
And I think the last episode of Falcon Winter Soldier was not fresh.
I think it got 70, didn't it? I think it was
on the verge, because I think it's 70 is the fresh bit.
I know IGN gave it a 5.
It wasn't that bad an episode. I don't know if everyone hated it that much.
I think it was just because, it's 89% on Rotten Tomatoes, the entire series. 7.5 on IMDb. 92% of people like this TV show on Google.
Yes. Well, anyway, I think that's it for movie news. Let's go on to with la control of the news. And we're starting with Sony. So, Sony has now confirmed that Among Us is confirmed for PS4 and PS5 later this year.
Yep, so...
Bring a dead game to PlayStation.
No, that game's still popular. It's just you don't play it anymore.
Well, no, it's just not. It's not as popular as it once was.
Yeah, but that's how every game is. It blows up because everyone wants to talk about it. Then the people who don't care that much move on, and the
I want to play it again, but no one else wants to play it again. So
if it does crossplay, I doubt it will. But
I don't know. It crossplays with mobile.
Yeah, so maybe it might do. If it does, that would be good, because then everyone who has it on PC and PS4 and PS5 and Xbox and Nintendo, if they ever bring it to that, I don't know if it is.
I think it is on Nintendo already.
I'd imagine so. It's not that difficult. I imagine it's still difficult to port it, but it's probably not that taxing.
I mean, it's a really simple game. The most difficult problem they have with this is there's 4 people working on the game.
Yeah, and also they were going to make a sequel, and then they had to go back because of the success of the game.
Yeah, they're like, oh dear.
We forgot how all of this code works because we haven't done anything to the game in 2 years.
Yeah, it's we just have to redo the whole game so we can make it easier for new maps.
I still like my theory that because the Henry Stickmin game came out, like the complete collection came out like 2 months before, everyone who went and played that then went and looked at the developer and went, oh, they made a multiplayer game? Let's give that a go, because why not? And then it blew up because everyone started playing it because of Henry Stickmin.
It might as well have been. Might have been.
But I think I'd go back and play. I need to play the Henry Stickmin games. I will do that on my channel at one stage.
Well, talk about crossplay games. Xbox has announced that Halo Infinite has crossplay and cross progression.
If it ever comes out.
If it ever comes out. I mean...
And looks good.
The trailer looked awful.
Yeah,
genuinely terrible.
They delayed it because everyone hated it.
Well, yeah, the game trailer looked like the game came out in 2008.
Well, they wanted to keep the classic Halo of the old days.
No, that's not what you do.
Update it to the modern standard, because everyone complained to the good-looking Halos, or the newer-looking Halos, like the Halo 5s or whatever, looked too flashy and had too many things, and too much stuff was happening, so they wanted to strip it back down to the olden days.
I think the sad factor is Halo will never be as good since Bungie left.
Yep, and I get to reap the rewards of Destiny 2 and Destiny 1.
Yes, and it's not like everyone's hating on Destiny right now.
No, I haven't played that game in there for ages.
Yes. Nice grumble on your breath that no one could hear. And then just some other random game news. Titanfall 2 player counts are suddenly hitting new highs on Steam.
Yeah, they
don't know why.
It because of the tie-in event for Apex Legends.
Oh, is that what it was?
Pretty much. I think every time Titanfall, and also it's free for the weekend, I think. So, like every time Titanfall, because Apex Legends is made by the same people who made Titanfall 2.
Oh, wow, didn't know that.
And it's set in the same universe as Titanfall 2, I think. So all of the weapons from Apex Legends are from Titanfall. So, yeah, so it jumped 650% in just 2 days.
Huh.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Because it was averaging like less than 5,000 players, and then it jumped up to above 15,000 players.
Wow. Apparently a Hitman dev is also reportedly working on Xbox fantasy game featuring dragons. We all love dragons.
Yeah, they're also working on the James Bond game, which is interesting.
Well, Hitman and James Bond is very similar. Fantasy game with dragons, not so much.
Oh, fuck yeah, because they're owned by Xbox now, aren't they?
Who, Hitman?
Yeah, because it's IO Interactive, and they are under Bethesda.
Well, I will probably see the benefit of both worlds.
Aren't they? Yeah, IO Interactive. Yeah.
I imagine it'll come to PC.
Is IO Interactive under Bethesda? I think
I don't know, you can find out.
Yeah, bring up the oven. We'll find.
Also, carrying on, ArtStation is joining the Epic's game family. ArtStation is known for
Square Enix.
No idea.
Oh no, they departed. Yeah, they departed from Square Enix.
You know things. What are ArtStation known for?
They're a portfolio website for people in the gaming industry.
Thank you for your...
I looked this up earlier because I had no idea. I just saw this and I was like, oh, what are they doing? And yeah, it's just a you can make your portfolio for like game assets and stuff like that.
So it's probably to do with more Epic's kind of motto. It seems to be more player based.
Yeah.
Whereas they want to do things for the players, which is why they give so many free games. It's why I actually quite like Epic what they do, even if they did kill Paragon.
Yeah. But what they did, because of the acquisition, the actual people who own ArtStation dropped the standard fees from 30% to only 12%, so part of the Epic thing. So they're dropping the actual percentages that they take. For pro members, the fee reduced from 20% to 8% and 5% for self-promoted sales. So yeah, they've dropped how much they're taking from people for putting their stuff on.
Yeah.
So it's actually helping people with like art assets, designs and everything. So it's good for anyone using this because you save some money and you're now under the banner of Epic. So that's always good, I guess.
And the last news of the week is Secret Lab is releasing an RGB desk to complete your gaming setup. What is not better if it does not have RGB?
Yeah, we'll get RGB fridges.
Yes, I remember having this conversation yesterday. I was so confused.
Yeah. Well, it's a Gamer Boy house or whatever.
Gamer house.
I don't know.
Just RGB
yeah,
everywhere.
Gamer house is just RGB everywhere. Yeah,
Do you know that RGB makes you better at games?
Well, I hope it distracts you less.
It's like, the racing stripe on a car. makes you go faster.
Yeah. This measures 59 inches, 150 centimeters across, but there's also plans to release a smaller 47-inch, 120 centimeter version down the line. Not only does the metal construction presumably result in a sturdy build, but the magnetic accessories can be used to tidy cables and keep your workstation tidy, but without permanently sticking anything to the tabletop.
It seems very fancy and very expensive.
Yeah, and also if you've got a gaming chair that has RGB lightings in it, if you're a fan of Razer and your whole setup is that, why not complete the setup with a desk that also lights up?
Nah, never know.
Or
Right.
you could just buy a strip of lights that stick to the back of your desk.
I think that's enough for our gaming news this week. Bit shorter. But what also shorter than that is our tech time and science shenanigans section. And we're going to start off with a billion-year-old fossil may provide the missing link for how animals evolved.
So, a billion-year-old fossil discovered in Scottish Highlands may prove to be the missing link. The missing link is maybe. That the rumors of Nessie have been billions of years old. But yeah, if you don't know what this missing link is, it's basically the bridge between the transition of single-celled organisms and multicellular animals. So that switch between just one cell to a multi-cell.
Yeah, people don't really know how that happened.
Yeah,
and maybe it never happened.
If you've ever seen the graph of the monkey growing to a human, it's like, where's the missing link between that?
Yeah, between it becoming the monkey in the first place.
Yeah, and then the missing... Isn't the missing link? Yeah, whatever, who cares? But, yeah, so we might finally find the thing that proves evolution, because that's the biggest thing that religious people say isn't real about religion. It's like, how do you get from one thing to the other thing?
I mean, evolution definitely exists, but just they don't know how it started. They can't prove it started with a single-cell organism.
Yeah. Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, we'll have to wait and see what they find out about it, but it's a start. We found a billion-year-old fossil.
Yes. And let's go on to some...
Speaking of billions...
Speaking of billions, big tech is now bigger tech.
Yep, this week's big tech reported earnings with numbers so large that Wall Street was stunned. The combined revenue of Alphabet, Amazon, Apple, Facebook, and Microsoft, which jumped 41% in the first 3 months of this year to 322 billion. So up 41%
It's
from
so
last
stupid.
in 3 months to 322 billion. That points to a rapid acceleration in growth that the leading tech companies not have seen in years, even though they've become some of the world's biggest companies. The other thing is that after-tax earnings for the five soared 105% from the previous year to 75 billion. So a lot of money.
Yeah,
is
very a lot of
being
money.
made by the big five tech companies.
I mean, definitely time to invest into tech. It's just going to keep growing. It's not going to slow down.
No. So if anyone's worried about the fact that Amazon, Google, if anyone doesn't know, Alphabet is Google. They changed their name a couple years ago because they wanted to collectively go as one whole thing, but they wanted to seem friendlier, and they didn't want to associate Google with other projects that they had in mind, so they created Alphabet as their parent company. So yeah, you got Alphabet, Amazon, Apple, Facebook, and Microsoft, the biggest tech companies, all making bank off the fact that everyone needed digital services and communication and packages and tech.
Yes.
Isn't that fun?
I mean, I'm not surprised. Tech is big.
Yeah.
Big is tech.
Also, if you want to see a graph of subscribers for all of the big, like Amazon, Netflix, Sky, Virgin Media, BT, Now TV, TalkTalk, ITV, Disney, and Love Film, from 2011 to 2020, both Amazon and Netflix have just skyrocketed, whilst every other subscription service has basically stagnated at the same level for the last couple of years.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really know why. I think it's just originals, maybe?
It's just everyone has a fucking Amazon Prime account and everyone has a Netflix account, because...
Yeah, but why does everyone have a Netflix account?
I don't know. There's some stuff on there.
I mean...
It's so diverse that anyone has something
Yeah.
that they want to watch.
There's always
And-
there's something on Netflix for everyone.
Yeah, and there's also the fear of missing out.
That's true. I mean, there's been a lot of big series on Netflix. over the time. I mean, Orange and the New Black was really big at one time.
Yeah.
Stranger
Things. You wanted to watch Umbrella Academy.
Umbrella Academy also kind of caught that back in there. That's a great show.
Castlevania.
Castlevania for you. Although I wouldn't say that is one of their...
It is actually hugely popular on Netflix.
I wouldn't say it's the most one, though. It's not like one of the top ones.
It does trend high in this fucking charts.
Maybe I'm wrong.
It gets fucking decent viewership. Why do you think they keep making seasons, Dan? Netflix is notorious for cancelling seasons after free.
That's why you're terrified.
Yeah. I'm fucking terrified when it got to season 3 because it's like, they're going to cancel this. And they never cancel it with resolution. They just cancel it because they don't think it will make money up. Because their whole business model is to produce new content for 3 seasons, then cancel it and move on to the next one. That's their entire business because they need to keep creating new stuff to keep people coming back. They can't continuously feed into their own shows. They just got to create new stuff, which is a very unstable business model.
Yeah, one day it will just crash, but for now, it's okay.
Yeah. But going from big tech companies to more big tech companies, Disney Imagineers have made a free walking Groot robot that may one day be in Disney parks.
That's going to be creepy as all hell.
Well, it's baby Groot, so it's not creepy.
Yes, but it's not really a baby because it's still big if you look at the video.
Yeah, but it's a little Groot baby robot that just wanders around and blinks and it's cute though.
No, it's creepy. Definitely creepy.
I mean, it would be funny because I imagine people are going to steal the shit out of this.
Because
you'll have Mickey Mouse tackle the shit out of people. Like people will be grabbing it, and Mickey Mouse, like the people in the costumes, will just be running to tackle people from trying to stop them from stealing this.
Imagine if this is how they make Groot in the next films.
I wouldn't be surprised if they did use it, because why not use this as a stand-in? Because then they can get movement.
Maybe, I don't know.
Like, it's standing on one leg and raising its arms. It's just doing yoga, Dan.
Doing yoga.
Although it's not going to be Baby Groot in the next one, it's Teenage Groot, so they wouldn't be able to use it.
No, they've done Teenage Groot now, so is it sure to be Adult Groot next?
I think it takes place a couple times after, like not very long after Endgame, so...
No, maybe.
I don't think they can do Adult Groot, because it's not that long after.
Wait, is Groot in Thor 4?
The Guardians are in Thor 4.
So, but Thor 4 must be a fair
I think
after.
Thor 4... I think the Guardians are in Thor 4, and then Guardians takes place, like, after Thor 4.
Right. And when's the holiday special?
Before Guardian.
Right. So Gamora might not be in there.
Maybe. Who knows? And then self-driving cars to be allowed on UK roads this year.
Yeah, UK are actually going to allow self-driving cars.
Yeah, so finally, people can take naps in their Teslas.
Yeah, so for people who didn't know, the UK have got a law that states you must have all hands. You must have 2 hands on the wheel at all time, so you can't have a driverless car.
Yeah. The technology controls the position and speed of the car in a single lane. It will be limited to 37 miles per hour, or 60 kilometers an hour.
Yeah, it's not really that fast.
So, no motorways for people, but...
Yeah, which is kind of ironic, because I'm pretty sure motorways would be more safe.
Yeah, that's different. Although dumbasses on the fucking road, there's just some fucking bullshit people on the road recently. I'm just like, what the fuck? As soon as the traffic starts picking up again, everyone's fucking maniacs, and I'm just like, I was enjoying COVID's quiet period when no one was on the road.
Yeah,
it was nice. It was nice going to work. Now it's getting dangerous again because idiots are back out.
It was nice.
Yeah. But speaking of more nice things, let's move on to the weird, wacky, wonderful world section.
We live in a very weird, wacky, wonderful world.
Yeah. So a South Florida couple attempts to hold a wedding at a mansion they don't own. So,
what?
Yeah. Basically, this couple was like, hey, look, invited family and friends to their dream home and estate for their weekend wedding celebrations. The ceremony Saturday, brunch on Sunday. There was just one problem. The couple didn't own the 16,300 square foot mansion and didn't have permission to use it. The suburban Fort Lauderdale estate had everything: a bowling alley, a swimming pool, and the waterfall, hot tub, tennis court, the gazebo, and an 800-foot bar. Wilson said it was a good God's plan that the couple marry there. So they basically said, God wants us to marry here.
Okay.
But they didn't go through any of the processing to get married there.
Did that stand up in court?
I don't know. I think they got kicked out. I don't know if they're going to court.
Right, fair enough. Oh, no charges were filed. There you go.
Yeah, but yeah, they basically... Why can I not close the fucking ad or video? I don't care.
No, you must watch the ad. You must give them money.
It's not an ad, it's the video on the website showing the video, but I can't do anything. But yeah, they basically just went, well, we'll invite everyone, we'll turn up, and they'll have to do it. which
Yeah.
is just and it's annoying. And stop doing that.
Well, people are idiots. Like you said, you've got idiots on the road, and there's idiots in Florida.
Well, I'm sure the guests weren't idiots. I'm sure they were told that it was all going ahead.
Probably.
Yeah.
It's just people in America are so idiots. Where's everywhere else? But mainly America.
Moving on. Speaking of Disneyland earlier, basically a man got very angry at Disney because they were shutting down he was very upset that they weren't doing things how he wanted. So he wrote a very angry Reddit post.
Yeah, I mean, this page is long.
Yeah.
It's like,
and
what,
people
500
ripped into
words?
him. Yeah. He's just basically whining about how Disney didn't do anything that he wants and how his family isn't ever going to go there again because he doesn't want... it's because Disney is allowing their staff to have tattoos and stuff on display and not have to cover it up for costumes and stuff.
I mean, that's fine.
Yeah, I think it's because they're letting people not have to hide who they are anymore. At least like cover up stuff that's personal to them. So they're just letting their workers actually show themselves still through the work rather than like it's just a couple tattoos on display or stuff like that.
I mean, it's how to like wokeness is killing the park. I mean, I don't think that's killing the park.
Yeah, it's a dumb thing, and he's just complaining, and it's just a man who. I think, yeah. But apparently he goes there like every couple years or so, and it's just like, okay, cool. I don't understand these people who go to Disneyland every fucking time.
Yeah, I also think the term woke is kind of used in a bad way now. People are kind of misusing the word.
No.
Because like, woke means social injustice.
Yeah, it's also people saying cancel culture, and I'm just like, no, it's consequence culture. People are finally getting consequences for their actions. You might not like that, but that's how... the current climate.
There's two different ones. Counsel culture is like, I don't like this person, so I'm going to try to dig up anything I can on you just to counsel you.
Yeah, but people use cancel culture in the wrong terms for consequence culture. That's what I'm pointing out.
Oh, right. It's like
there's consequence culture and there's cancel culture, but cancel culture has become the broad term for consequence culture.
No,
and
consequence culture is fine. Counsel culture is awful. Stop digging things up that happened like 10 years ago that weren't even that bad.
Yeah. But people are like... cancel culture is consequence culture. So people who are getting consequences are claiming it's cancel culture, but it's actually getting consequences.
I mean,
cancel
I mean, if you were nons like 10 years ago, you should still go into jail because you were nons.
Yeah, just because you hid it doesn't mean the rest of the world has to hide
Yeah.
it.
However, if you just said something that was mildly racist like 20 years ago, let it go.
Everyone said something mildly racist.
Let it go. He's clearly not the same person now. Let it go.
Take Disney's advice and let it go from the famous song.
Go. It's not that bad. Calm down.
Depends on if they're still doing it. That's the
if
point.
they're still doing it, it's different. But it's 20 years ago. It's fine. It's over. They've realised their mistake and go, okay, no, I'm not saying things anymore.
Yeah. And then in other news, basically a massive explosion happened in Kingston, America, and it was found out that it was because of a gender reveal.
I think I heard this somewhere.
Yeah, so basically an explosion that rattled homes within 20-mile radius is being blamed on a gender reveal because the dad decided to, I think, put like 20 like massive explosives all together and blow it up for like because they have like explosives that have the gender in it, and the dad put a shit ton of them all together and then blew them up.
That's
and
so
it caused
stupid. Why do you do this?
Because
rednecks?
Probably, I don't know. I can't read the article because it won't let me sign it.
No,
we're not signing it. Yeah. But yeah, massive explosion. Gender reveals are getting crazy. You know the forest fires that happened last year or whatever.
Yeah.
They were caused by a gender reveal.
Oh, of course it was.
Yeah, it was parents I think setting off fireworks in the forest, and then the things caused the fire, and then the Florida fires just happened.
Well done. You just killed thousands and thousands of species. I'm so proud of you.
Also, it's the gender reveals where people die, because I think someone died in this.
Oh, it's so stupid. Like, what do you think of gender reveals?
I feel sorry. No, I feel sorry for the kid, because in 10, 20 years or so, it's
yeah.
going to get revealed to the kid that your birth, the reason that you're alive, killed someone. What the fuck's that going to do?
It wasn't
to the kid?
the kid; it's the parents.
Yeah, but it's still gonna fuck the kid up, because it's like our shitty ass parents, or the reason my dad doesn't exist anymore is because they blew themselves up trying to reveal my gender.
It's so stupid.
Because the parents have died, uncles have died, people shoot, there was the people die in all these... Like, the people who caused the forest fire, that kid's gender has caused that many people died in the forests and the homes of millions of hundreds of people.
I wouldn't say it's the kid's gender. I think it's just the parents caused it. I think saying
Yeah, but
the kid's an innocent bystander at this point.
Yeah, but you think as a kid, your parents are that fucking stupid that they killed a ton of...
The parents have.
And you're just like, what the fuck am I meant to do with this information? How am I meant to live with myself? The fact that I'm alive, or the thing of my existence caused that many people to die.
I think that's a bit of a harsh way to look at it. I mean, if I saw a kid like that, I would say like, no.
If your parents revealed to you that your gender reveal caused an orphanage of 100 kids to die because they accidentally blew it up to reveal your gender,
I wouldn't think it's my fault. I think it's my parents' fault.
Yeah, but would you not go?
I wasn't born.
Yeah, but would you not go? What the fuck are my parents? Why would I want to just be fucked in the head after it?
I don't know. Maybe I'm used to these kind of things.
Maybe your parents did. You've already been told.
Yeah, I'm used to it.
And then lastly, a Nebraska Josh fight happened. So I don't know if you're up to date with meme culture, Dan.
Not really. This is a new one.
So last year, a guy on
Oh no,
Facebook,
I do know this. I do know this.
So on Facebook, a guy called Joshua Swain put together a group chat of every Joshua Swain that he could find on Facebook, and then organized a fight to happen 1 year from the day that he created it, which happened to be this year. And so he challenged all of those people to come to a field in the middle of Nebraska to fight. And then this was the fight.
This is
However,
so insane.
Only one other Joshua Swain turned up, so they ended up doing a rock, paper, scissors fight, and the organizer won it after, I think, 3 attempts. And then it just ended up becoming a Josh fight. So everyone named Josh turned up to the event. And then the actual winner of the fight was I think, child.
Yeah.
And then the organizer set up a GoFundMe page, and also it was pool noodles. So everyone was battling with pool noodles.
Yeah, everyone just hit themselves, like hitting other people with pool noodles.
Yeah, so it was an honor system. So if you got hit with a pool noodle, you were out, and then it was the last person who hadn't been hit by a pool noodle was the winner.
And then no one wanted to hit a kid.
No one hit. I'm sure there was one adult who was like really going for it, just trying to bash his way through, but then someone just tapped him and he was like, fuck, I wanted to hit that kid. And then but yeah, they ended up raising $8,700 for a children's charity. And this is one of the
this is nice finishing.
This is one of the nice things that the internet has done recently.
I mean, it might not be so good. It happened during a pandemic.
Yeah, so it was a 5-year-old. Little Josh has won the Josh fight.
Oh, that's quite nice. You know, that's quite a
and then
heartwarming.
Basically, if you, I think, Google it, all of the like memes are Little Josh, and then all the Joshes underneath bowing down and stuff like that. I think they've accepted Little Josh is the now running thing as their like leader as the Joshes.
So good.
And people have said that they want this to become a yearly thing, or they want the next name to have a fight.
Next name was Dan's.
Maybe we'd have to go, Dan.
We'd have to go. I mean, I don't know. We could do it.
I don't want to fly to America. That's the thing.
Come to the UK. Should we join anyone in the UK for a dance? Nah, this can't fly in the UK. No one would do it.
No, we'd bring bricks and
everyone would die.
We'd bring glass bottles. People would end up fighting.
People would be dead. A lot of people would be dead during this whole thing.
I'm surprised no one brought a gun to this, and this didn't turn horribly wrong.
As much as we give bad credit for Americans, I think they're only trigger happy when they're stupid.
Yeah.
And
could have gone bad though.
It could have been, but I think it's alright.
I mean, it's a miracle that it didn't, but it's also crazy that this is an actual good thing that happened.
Yeah, I know, an actual good thing in America. What is this?
Yeah. An actual fight that didn't result in anyone dying?
Yeah,
what?
I mean, gender reveals result in people dying.
Yeah, and also everyone was kind of wearing masks. Everyone was like cooperating. It was actually an event that people were like following guidelines.
Yeah, I know. It was crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, and it was for a Children's Hospital and Medical Center Foundation, which provides medical care to children in Lincoln, Nebraska. Yeah. So,
well, what a nice, heartwarming way to end the podcast off. So, if you're still listening, thank you. We don't know why you're still listening.
Because you want to hear heartwarming stories filled with other dystopian tech, casting newses, movie newses, our general day-to-day lives, and ums and ers.
Yes, you like just hearing us ramble. Check out our last week's episode of X-Men quizzes.
Yep.
Didn't have a fun time, but check out.
I had fun. Dan struggled to get some of the answers. Right?
Oh, that's
I'm
quiz.
Quizmaster, so, and I just Googled all the best quizzes on the internet, and they were 100% correct all the time. None of them were wrong. None of them had any mistakes in them. None of them had spelling mistakes.
Definitely not.
None of them didn't know who created certain objects in universes.
Yeah. Well, check out our socials down below in the description and send us an email with any questions. We would love to do a Q&A, but no one does that. So please send us an email.
Yeah.
At tfepod@gmail.com.
Yep. And we'll see you next week. Bye.